Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Sweet cut there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying. A great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to pass, it's Boley. Fires on the move. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, picking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. Smashes through the tackle. Flying out to the left. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to pass. It's Bolden. Get it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware.
Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. Running inside the and another broken tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. With the run on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fakes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking to throw, it's Bolden. Got it in the middle, it's Rodriguez. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds a man by himself. Still on his feet. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They won it all, and that is... what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff from the gun. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of...
Oh, he's got some space. And they get
offensive coordinator, I am finding more ways to get this guy the football. I feel like he is just a home run waiting to happen. We saw it in his last game when he had over 100 rushing yards. He's almost at the 100-yard mark now.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Under fire. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for space, it's Young. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He gets it in! Touchdown, Alabama! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff to the single running back. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
21, Kentucky, 17.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The kick is on its way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
It breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to...
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. He's now got 78 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And we are all tied up here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, the sweet chute gets him free. Out across the 4. Forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about just, it's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Russell. There's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Close to the marker, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Bama! right through the air from the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to... You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough... back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Dances away. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got the back over the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got room at the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. He now has 91 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Russell. Using the quick game. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Pulls it in. It's Hale. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Into the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On the move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilcox. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave it the completion, what do? You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way. A few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking for a crease. It's Young. At the 35, he's got room. It's a seam wide, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a man. It's Bolden. Here comes the heat. He'll heave it deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
At the 40, there he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the ball. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down.
Green 25.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop him. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught near the sticks. It's Norton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bolden. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. Bringing it back. The tag. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! Put it in the window for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Wilcox. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front 7, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Rush is on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Here's the return. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. down. The give out of the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. On the move, it's Young. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Gives it to the back on the draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll give it to the back. Looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Ward. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And his first pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Man, I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock.
Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking for space. It's Singleton. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He'll pull it on the read. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Come on, set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.